I'm just going to very quickly do a quick introduction. So my name is Janine Wilson. I'm with SCORE Utah. I'm one of the volunteers. I don't have blue on, so I think I'm not don't have the correct uniform on. But so I'm one of the volunteers here, and you can see on our screen we just have a little bit of information here about SCORE. And there are many chapters of SCORE around the country. SCORE Utah is really a great opportunity for us to help our small business owners across the state. We offer free mentoring, as many of you may already know if you're interacting with SCORE at all. That mentoring is free of experts in your field that will help you grow your business or even just start a business or think about the next steps in your business. We offer a lot of free webinars and workshops. Uh, just as we are today, we have some fantastic speakers and fantastic talent. Look at our website. All those webinars are free and they are recorded. If you don't have a chance to attend live, you can always find them recorded on our website. We have a lot of courses that are available to you as a standalone as well. We have a vast library of resources. If you are a small business owner and you want information about guides and templates and checklists and blogs and videos and all that type of things, all on the website. It's all free 100% of the time. The Utah chapter is a fairly small chapter. We're about 34 to 35 volunteers right now. We cover all the state of Utah, from Logan to St. George and Wendover to Moab. That's kind of the size of the state. You're welcome to get in touch with us anytime or peruse our website if you need resources and that type of thing. I want to thank, first of all, the Women's Business Center of Utah for helping to co-sponsor this three-part series. Today is our first part, and we're going to be talking about sort of an introduction to AI and how to use AI in your small business. And we are also going to be having a second in 1 week. On the 14th, we have HR, AI in HR and in managing your recruitment and that type of thing. And then on the 21st, we're also going to have another one on AI ethics and data privacy and using some of the AI tools. So I'm going to ask the Women in Business Center here, folks, to introduce themselves and just say a few words about the Women in Business Center.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Jensen, and I'm the program manager with the Women's Business Center of Utah. And I have Kylie, our program coordinator, here with us. We are a statewide organization, but we're located down in Cedar City, so we cover the lower 14 counties. We are an entrepreneurial resource center that provides technical services in training, advising, and other resources. All of our services are open to all Utahns. We do have a Utah Women-Owned business directory that we host. You can find that at utahwomenowned.com, and you can check out all of the things that we have available on social media or on our website at wbcutah.org.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, without any further ado, let me introduce Ken Countess. Ken is our speaker today, talking about AI and how to use it in your customer service, in your marketing efforts, operations efforts, etc. Ken has a lot of experience, and we're really excited to have him here. He is coming to us from the beautiful sunny state of Florida right now. So, Ken, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you share screen and take it away.
Okay, well, thanks so much, Janine. Thank you, everybody. I'm so glad to be with you. And hello from Orlando, Florida. I actually live about 10 miles north of the city, away from all the attractions. So I'm not near Disney and Universal and SeaWorld, but we certainly get their traffic, and we get the Daytona International Speedway traffic from time to time as well. But sunny and hot here in Orlando, and I'm just delighted to be with you today to give you a sense of how to use AI in your business or nonprofit. And I love to start out by finding out where people are joining us from today. So use the chat. I will be watching the chat. I won't be watching the Q&A. Go ahead and tell me where you're joining us from. Stacy's in Utah. Okay, not a big surprise to find people in Utah. We've got Scottsdale, I've certainly been to Arizona enough times. I've been to Utah plenty of times, and Vancouver, Washington. Awesome. I used to work for Motorola, which had a very big presence in the Scottsdale and Tempe areas. So I was out in Arizona many, many times, and then worked for Caremark, which part of my team was in the Scottsdale area. So I've been back and forth there many times. Been to Park City for sure. Marriott is among the companies that I've worked for in the past, and took advantage of the friends and family benefit and stayed in Park City. Not during the snow time, so I got a chance to experience it during the spring. Anyway, I do see quite a few familiar names, so it's great to see many of you, and happy that you've taken time out of your day to join us, no matter what part of the country or what part of North America you're joining us from. So this is Introduction to AI and Marketing, and if you've joined me for any of the sessions I've done for SCORE or other organizations in the past, you know I love to start out with this question, which is, why are you here today? I'm pretty sure I know the answer. I think it's that you want to make more money. Well, if that's you, my friend, you're in the right place. Now, I know that your time is valuable. And so, what I'm going to invite you to do is remove all distractions. You may be getting texts or sending them, or maybe you're checking your email. And I can guarantee you that all of that stuff will be there when we get done about 45 minutes from now. So go ahead and put that stuff away for the moment. If you have any questions, Douglas says, yeah, more money and interested to learn. Well, you'll get both. How cool is that? If you have questions, once again, put them in the chat, not in the Q&A. I'm not watching that, but I am watching this, the chat live. So how do you get the greatest benefit out of this session? Well, I'd like you to get a copy of my presentation. Now, I sent an advanced copy to SCORE, so they'll be sending you a version of what you're going to see now. You'll see most everything in their deck, but here's how you get everything that I'm going to share with you. It's by doing this. Click the links that I drop in the chat. And this way, the pages and the documents that I'll be providing will be available to you after the class. So not everybody remembers to save the chat. So what I'm going to suggest that you do is click the link that I just dropped in the chat, or you can scan the QR code you see on screen. They take you to the same place, and that'll give you a copy of every single slide you see in the presentation. Okay? So go to kennisemail.com/getthedeck with the dashes in between, or scan the QR code. All right, so if you are ready, go ahead and put a yes in the chat box. Let's see who's first. I'm watching. Vivian's first, and here come all the yeses. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to AI. And AI, as you probably figured out, is more than just a buzzword. It's here to help you market your business and inspire your marketing emails, your texts, your social media posts. All of that can save you a lot of time. But I also want to show you some stats about how AI is being used. And let's start out with a definition of AI. Everybody's got their thought about what AI is. And so just to get us all grounded, we'll get you clear on AI. I actually asked AI to define itself. Using ChatGPT, I asked AI to give me an image of what AI is, and that's what you're seeing here. This was actually created by artificial intelligence. So what is AI? It's the creation by computer systems that imitate human intelligence, enabling them with tasks like problem solving, learning, decision making, and essentially, AI is an automated program that's designed to simulate human behavior or human learning patterns. AI also includes subfields like machine learning, and natural language processing, which goes by the acronym NLP. There's a lot of stuff in there. Don't need to cover it too deeply here, but essentially, AI is an automated program designed to simulate human learning. And if these terms aren't really familiar with you, to you, machine learning is where algorithms learn from data to improve performance or make predictions without the need for explicit programming. So, as I'm saying all of this stuff, maybe you're getting excited about how AI may help you learn how to process data and create content. The main thing to know is that machine learning and AI in particular, when it comes around marketing and email marketing in particular, what it's doing is it's taking a look at things like best practices. It's going out to the web, looking at content, looking at word choice, and it's pulling together the entirety of most of the internet to produce different kinds of results for you. Now, AI and Constant Contact, there are a couple of different flavors of it, and they utilize different parts of the AI or artificial intelligence. And if you're not really clear on what all this stuff is yet, don't worry. I'll walk you through some email marketing specific applications and some other things too throughout the presentation. But right now, I want to also highlight a use case for AI. 79% of sales and marketing leads say AI helps their companies increase revenue. Nearly 2/3 of B2B marketers consider AI to be a valuable part of their marketing strategy. Top performing companies are more than twice as likely as others to use AI for their marketing. The truth is that a wide variety of businesses and nonprofits can see benefits by using AI-generated content. Now, AI does lots of things. It can, for example, improve the delivery of your emails behind the scenes. I do a lot of work with Constant Contact, and they've been using AI since 2019, so 6 years already, to get customer emails to the inbox. And delivery is a key step in success when it comes to marketing. Sure, that makes sense to you. And your emails have to reach your customers to have an impact. So the first place that AI is actually leveraged is a place you probably never really thought about when it comes to email marketing. It's hidden, and it's hidden in the systems. So let's talk about Constant Contact. And by the way, MailChimp does this. Microsoft does this with its Copilot. Google has their own, right? If you watch Shark Tank, you've heard about Google's AI. Well, Constant Contact's been in business for over 30 years. And one of the things they've done to remain best in class in terms of deliverability is that if you build an email in that platform, and once again, others as well, you know it's going to get delivered. And the reason why deliverability is so fantastic is that the email marketing services of the world and the outlooks of the world, they trust Constant Contact. They know that that company keeps the bad actors out. They keep the spammers out. So how do they do that? Well, in the old days, there were teams of people who were monitoring all of this stuff going on the platform. Lots of people. They had thousands of people working in the back end in various types of forms, but now they leverage AI. So one of the things they've got is something called a spam bot. And what the spam bot does is, and it's not totally automated, there are still humans watching over things, but the spam bot detects malicious content, meaning that there are certain words that we probably see all the time in spam, and certain words we wouldn't want to see in any kind of marketing material. So the systems are able to warn a human, hey, there's a malicious actor. There's somebody acting like a spammer. You need to stop it. Well, the systems will even stop the ability to send things out until they talk to a human. So it also improves the deliverability. If we take a step back and just think about spam, we all get spam, right? Well, when you receive spam, you probably have marked it as spam in your inbox, but what these systems now are able to do is prevent those emails from even showing up in your inbox. When you send emails that are marked as spam, they hurt your sender reputation. And so we want to prevent that from happening so you can get your content delivered to the right people. If enough people start marketing email spam, well, that's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your ability for you to get an email out. So the Spaminator, that spam bot, is really in place to help keep best in class deliverability available for you. And it's been around for several years, as I mentioned. So here's part of how it works too. AI can take the information that you've got in your database, whatever CRM or email service you're using. In this case, I'm going to focus on Constant Contact because we have to use something as a baseline. AI will create dynamic segments for you. And those are lists that dynamically update based on the engagement that you're getting with your campaign. So exactly how does that work? Well, in this case, you can see that emails are set up into different buckets. Most engaged, these are people who seem to open everything you send. Somewhat engaged, they open some, but not everything. Least engaged, meaning they rarely open things up. And then there's everybody else. That's the case where they've just been added to your list and you don't have enough data on them. Well, in this particular example, we've got someone who almost never seems to open anything that's being sent. And so for people like that, we can actually do something called a re-engagement campaign to try to get them stimulated, energized to start opening up the emails. And if they don't, we drop them off the list. So I've got a client. He's actually a debt collection attorney. He's got a very successful firm in southern New Jersey, Cherry Hill to be exact. And he started working with me about 3 years ago. He actually found me on LinkedIn and said, you know, I'm doing an email marketing campaign. I've been using this service for years, and I don't seem to get very great results. He was getting about a 14% open rate. So we started working together, and I used this exact tool to help him get a higher open rate, which meant that the delivery of his emails would be more efficient. More people would get his emails and open them. And we took it from 14% to 85%. And once again, that's based on artificial intelligence helping us to determine who's opening the emails and who's not. So with an 85% open rate now, he can be assured that the emails that he sends not only are getting delivered, but opened too. And AI is who we get to use for this kind of activity. Now, you can use AI-generated content in various channels too. And we use AI to do things like improve the performance of our subject lines. Maybe you're not sure what to write. You can use AI, and I'll do a demonstration of how this works in a little while, by the way. So make sure you stick around for the entire session. You can use it to write emails. I actually, if you're on my mailing list, you would have received an email from me yesterday that talked about the second most important part of an email. I actually had ChatGPT write that email for me. I tweaked it a little bit, but what a great way to create a ton of content without having to think very much about it. Just put in a few keywords and let AI do its magic. Many people wind up with writer's block from time to time. We all do. Why not use artificial intelligence to help break through that writer's block? Not only will it write emails, it'll do social posts, it'll create ads for you online, do texting or SMS messages. Maybe you've got a business where you have a new product or a new service and you're not sure what to write. Well, all you do is put in a few keywords and hit submit. And within seconds, your new content will be written for you. Maybe you love to have blog posts refreshed and written, maybe posted every week on your website, but you run out of fresh ideas. Use AI to do it for you. Another thing you can use AI for is to check for errors before you send. So before you schedule an email, you can use AI to check for errors to avoid embarrassing moments like forgetting to include a link. It'll tell you. When you're building your email, it's in the top right-hand corner. And once again, I'll do a demo and you'll be able to see exactly how it works. When it checks for errors, AI is doing a couple of different things. It's actually looking at your content and seeing some obvious mistakes, maybe like a link that you didn't actually make into a link. Maybe you didn't put the URL in correctly to make it a link within the email. But the AI also looks at things like best practices. So here you can see there are 2 notes under subject line. Well, that could be that the subject line isn't following best practice. Maybe it's because the subject line is too long. Maybe you wanted to check on the pre-header and make sure that is in sync with the content of the email. All of these are things that you can do without having to think about it. There are pros and cons to using any tool, right? So one of them is that it will banish writer's block, as I mentioned. Sometimes you just get stuck for new ideas. It will help you communicate effectively. It will help the impact of your campaigns, and for sure, it'll save time. But there are some cons to using AI too, and among them are that it lacks that human touch. It's becoming more and more sophisticated, but it can't totally replicate your personal or brand voice. It'll make mistakes for sure, and it's only as good as its input. So if there's information that you provide and there's not a lot, what it generates may not be totally accurate, and sometimes it may not make sense. So you do have to check what the AI creates for you, but it'll help you leapfrog any problems that you might have had otherwise. And by the way, I've been asked sometimes about copyright laws that are in place that use AI. There are no copyright laws in place right now. This is a conversation for future regulators. Current copyright laws cover content created by a human being. But there may be some instances where work that contains AI-generated content could be protected. Another common question I get asked is, well, how do you properly fact check AI-generated content? Well, I recommend that you double check the data, the stats, and the figures, and make sure that you read for context to make sure it makes sense, and verify claims using your company or organization experience or other sources. And another question I get asked is, will AI create posts and emails and content that are too similar to everybody else's content? Well, the output is very dependent on the input. More text that you provide gives more possibility of a unique output. If you provide less input, you're more likely to get a more generic output. So right now, what I recommend you do when you try it out is put in as much as you can and then hit submit and see how the AI works. Let's see. Dave says Zoom's desktop browser interface buttons bar at the bottom obscures the bottom part of your slides. If you reduce the size of your Zoom window, that might help you there, Dave. All right. So how is AI being used in marketing today? Well, AI is woven through just about every area of marketing, from and to and this and that. And today, we're going to focus on the foundation of your business, growing and nurturing your relationships, building your brand, and keeping top of mind. AI is revolutionizing the marketing landscape by enabling businesses to engage with customers more effectively and efficiently than ever before. Today, AI is used in various aspects of marketing, from automating routine tasks to delivering highly personalized customer experiences. So here are a few ways that AI is being utilized in marketing. And let me answer a couple questions here. Someone's asking, is AI free or do you have to pay? There are free versions of AI out there, no question about it. When you use the free version, it's not going to be as good as the paid version in that the paid versions learn about you and your business so that the outputs are more accurate. The more you use it, the more it remembers who you are, what you're looking for, the kind of content you prefer, your brand voice, if you're asking it to write content for you or your business. So those are the things that a paid version will use. Dave, thanks for your comment there. And so when you're using AI built into other tools, it'll take advantage of the fact that it knows a little bit about your business. So for instance, Constant Contact has ChatGPT built into it. And so the ChatGPT built in learns your brand voice because you've got a paid Constant Contact account. So all of this stuff works together. So how do you use AI in marketing today exactly? Well, personalized consumer experiences. It allows marketers to create tailored experiences for your individual customers. So what it does is it analyzes data from previous interactions, and then it can predict customer preferences and behaviors, enabling businesses like yours to offer more personalized recommendations, target content, and customize offers. Now, this level of personalization enhances customer satisfaction and increases conversion rates. I'm sure you can think about various online sites you've been to where it seems to know a little bit about you. That's AI at work. AI predictive analytics help marketers forecast future trends and customer behaviors. By analyzing historical data, AI can identify patterns and predict outcomes, such as which products customers are likely to buy, or which marketing strategies will yield the best results. And this enables businesses like yours to make more informed decisions, optimize your marketing strategies, and allocate your resources more efficiently. AI can be used for chatbots and virtual assistants. You may have been exposed to things like that. I'm sure you have. AI-powered chatbots are becoming very common tools for customer service and engagement. They can handle customer inquiries, provide product recommendations, and even assist with purchases. They operate 24/7. That's a real beauty. So that if you operate a business that has a chatbot on your website, or maybe you have a Shopify or a WooCommerce account, you can actually set up these chatbots to answer questions 24/7. So you don't have to be monitoring your website or your Shopify account, for example. So when someone stops by and wants to purchase a product or service, you can program the bot so that it answers for you. It does a great job of reducing the workload on customer service teams and improves the overall customer experience. As far as content creation and curation, AI is also being used a lot to generate and curate content. I mentioned how I used it just in yesterday's email. To write the email, I tweaked it a little bit and then sent it out. Rachel's asking, is the Constant Contact built-in ChatGPT the same as paid ChatGPT or free ChatGPT? It works the way the paid version does because it's integrated into the platform and you're paying for Constant Contact. They provide ChatGPT free, but it's the paid version. So it learns your brand voice. By the way, I'm going to offer you a free trial of Constant Contact so you can play with it on your own. And when you do that, there's a built-in score discount. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you don't go away. When it comes to ad targeting and optimization, AI enhances digital advertising by enabling precise ad targeting and real-time optimization. The algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to identify the best audiences for your ads, predict which creatives will perform best, and adjust your bids automatically to maximize ROI. And this results in more effective ad campaigns that reach the right people at the right time, leading to higher engagement and higher conversion rates. All of that translates to you make more money and you don't have to spend as much. It does a great job too of customer journey mapping. AI helps in mapping out the customer journey by analyzing how your customers interact with your brand across various touch points. And so by understanding these interactions, marketers like you and me can identify pain points, optimize the customer experience, and guide customers more effectively through the sales funnel. Listen, in today's competitive market, AI is not just a buzzword. It's a powerful tool that's helping businesses stay ahead by making their marketing efforts smarter, more efficient, more customer-centric. And as AI technology continues to evolve, its role in marketing will not only become more integral, driving innovation and delivering greater value to both business and consumers, it'll do a whole host of things that we're just scratching the surface on. And in the coming weeks, the SCORE Utah folks are offering up other AI-based workshops. Make sure you take the time to attend. As a small business owner, you're wearing many hats: manager, inventory, accountant, owner. But the benefits far outweigh the fears behind the unknown. AI allows you to automate, optimize, personalize, and scale your time and presence online like never before. Listen, AI has always been around. It's a rapidly evolving technology that's transforming the way businesses operate. And at its core, AI refers to machines or software systems that can perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence. We'll talk more about that in a moment. I haven't introduced myself. My name's Ken Countess. My company is kenisemail.com. I'm a certified Constant Contact partner, have been one for well over 12 years. I'm a marketing coach. We're in our 25th year now, helping businesses and nonprofits just like yours with marketing. I've helped over 10,000 businesses get better at digital marketing. I do one-on-one coaching. I offer several packages. I've got a podcast. You can access it on my website or on Spotify, Apple, Google, YouTube, wherever you like to go for your podcast. You may be using Alignable. You can find me there. I'm one of their top providers. I do workshops on Alignable twice a month. I'm active in many groups on Alignable. I was named Business Person of the Year, and I'm also very active in SCORE. I'm a SCORE Gold presenter. Many SCORE chapters have recruited me to do workshops for them. I'm also active in the Chamber of Commerce. My company is kenisemail.com. And if you haven't already noticed, at the bottom of every slide, you'll see ways to reach out to me on my website. That's my email address on the lower right. And you can call or text me at the number you see. Once again, this info is at the bottom of every slide. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about AI-powered content creation. Sometimes we struggle, but now it's time to lean in because the value of content creation is critical today to grow and sustain a successful business. We use content for lead generation, attracting those potential new clients, to brand yourself as the expert in your field and in your community. For brand awareness, it's who you are and what you specialize in. Your niche market, to engage your clients and prospects. It's no longer canned, good for all content. Authenticity is everything now to capture and engage your audience and ultimately to drive conversions. AI generated content can help you accomplish just so much more. When you're stuck and you can't figure out what to write, it's a great place to start to banish writer's block. It helps you communicate more effectively, which improves your campaign's impact and ultimately saves you time. So you're not just sitting there trying to figure out what to write. In my conversations with many small businesses and nonprofits, I know that many of you also have some concerns on this. And you'll learn more as I go through the rest of this session. But the important thing to note is that AI is here to help you. And in terms of content, it's really just a starting point for your content and your messages. Vivian's asking, do I think AI will eventually eliminate my need for a marketing agency or multiple marketing people? Vivian, I don't think it'll ultimately eliminate it all because you still want to have your eyes on what AI is generating. And AI, at least at this point, lacks the human touch. It's getting better. Over time, what you may find is that you can reduce your reliance on a full service marketing agency and reduce your reliance on lots of marketing people, maybe scale back a little bit and redeploy those resources into other areas where your business may need a little bit more help. So ultimately, will it do away with humans? No, but you'll be able to, as I mentioned, redeploy those resources or cut back a little bit and put more money on the bottom line for you. So we've gone through these before, but they're worth repeating. I mentioned the lack human touch, and AI does make mistakes, right? It's a computer, and humans control computers still, although it seems that seems to be going the way of the past. But there are lots of ways that you can use AI today. So what should you do? You should focus on keywords and phrases that help you reach your end goal. Switching between the tones that an AI tool uses will provide you with varying lengths and segments to your responses. Some social media posts only need a few lines, so having an approachable tone gives you a shorter snippet versus informative, which almost always seems to give you a few more paragraphs each time. So those are among the ways that you might benefit from using AI. You could also use AI to help you become a thought leader. And if you follow the green arrows, follow the one on the upper left where you just type in a few keywords. Again, I'll do a demo of this, time permitting. So type in your ideas, then use the content settings to give your AI direction and your voice. And then when you hit the submit button, check out the results. So it'll generate that kind of content for you within seconds. You can create great emails with AI as well. Once again, following those arrows, you create the hook, tell it what you want to create in terms of the value that you provide, and then add a call to action. This particular email you're looking at was fully created using AI.
Sometimes, the only thing more difficult than running a business is finding the right words to market it. Lucky for you, our new AI content generator doesn't sweat words. Just tell it what you want to create, enter a few details, click generate content, and in just seconds it'll give you options to build from or leave as is. Writer's block? Not anymore. With artificial intelligence doing the wordsmithing for you, you can craft the perfect message in the blink of an AI.
And it's so cool to use as well. You can actually create social posts with AI too. You just tell AI, here's what I want to say, and give the AI an image if it's not already built into your email, and you're done. The examples I'm showing here are from Constant Contact. What I do is I create my email, usually not using AI, but I've gotten a little bit lazy over the last couple of weeks. And I use AI just to stimulate my thought process. And then I will take an image that I've got out of a library of images and drop them straight in. And voila, within seconds, you can create multiple social posts from just one set of input. And you can use AI to avoid spam and get your content seen and opened. It'll tell you whether your subject line is good or not, whether the pre-header is working or not. Maybe the links in your email haven't been checked. It'll check it for you, and then you're good to go. But once again, always edit your AI-generated content. Ensure that it makes sense. Make sure it sounds like you. Consider your target audience. Make sure the facts it puts out there truly are facts. Make it easy to skim, and then adjust your length. When we talk about social channels, you know that they have different lengths that they allow. So let's talk about how to keep you top of mind and how to do more targeted marketing. Relevant messages improve your email marketing results. So you can use AI to create dynamic segments. I showed you a little bit about what that looks like earlier, where you can set up criteria, and when someone meets that criteria, they get added to a segment, and it's always kept up to date automatically. AI is doing that for you. You can automatically segment your lists based on where people click, and then dynamically display content to different subscribers. So you can also use AI for personalization to have it customize the content and greetings. Use predictive analytics. AI algorithms can take a look at past behaviors and interactions from each person on your list and help you to get greater results. It'll help you figure out what the optimal timing is to send an email based on open rates and do content optimization as well. Though you can target pre-built segments, as you've already seen. Those pre-built segments are always up to date, and create segments based on activity. So maybe when someone has not opened up an email the last 5 you've sent, or maybe someone new has joined your list, or maybe you want to segment based on location or another custom field that's specific to your business. Or do it based on activity within your Shopify or WooCommerce account when you integrate them together. Maybe you want to target people with specific messages, but it's always kept up to date. So when someone meets new criteria, you're all set, and they'll be included when you send your next email. The thing about emails is that everybody is different. So when it comes to dynamic content, I'll give you a couple of examples. You could essentially have one newsletter or one email, and then a block or two that can change unique to different groups of subscribers. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples from Shabby Chic. It's a real home furnishings and clothing retailer. So this first version of the email shows a linen pillow in pink. But maybe the contacts have people with different shopping preferences. So that same email can dynamically change to one that has royal bouquet bedding instead. Or maybe this one for someone who's been furniture shopping. This one has a few sofa options below the actual image. So these are examples are of an abandoned cart email. So notice how the product recommendations are different based on what someone left in the shopping cart. So this is just one example of personalization that AI can do for you. You can add a layer to the marketing you're already doing with automation. So adding this layer allows you to get more timely, more personal, therefore improving the results and your return on investment. Another thing AI can do for you is something called A/B test splitting. So you can test your subject lines using AI. You can put in two different subject lines and have the system decide which email is working best. So you put subject line A in one line, subject line B in the other line, send out a test to a small percentage of your list. You get to choose when that test will end, 6 hours from now, 12 hours from now, a day from now. And at that point, AI will declare a winner based on those key performance indicators, and it'll automatically send the best performing email to the remaining percentage of your list. It's pretty amazing how it works. It's like magic. Let's talk a little bit about marketing automation. The possibilities are endless when you automate your communications. You can start by engaging new subscribers with a welcome message, maybe add birthday and anniversary messages to build loyalty. I have a birthday coming up soon, and I'm already getting birthday messages from merchants that I participate with. A couple of restaurants have sent me free dessert if you pop in on your birthday. That happens with automation. And then you can create other series also with emails and text messages based on your goals. So here's an example of the way it works. 2 days before the birthday, if they subscribe to you with SMS, you can have it automatically send an SMS message to them. If they didn't subscribe with SMS, you can have the system send them an email. It helps you drive your business and support. Maybe you've got this abandoned cart thing I mentioned. Maybe you just want to nurture the relationship with them. Maybe you've lost them and you want to have a win-back campaign or request that they provide a review of how well you served them when they were your customer. All of this can happen with AI to help you build loyalty and build relationships. Once again, the welcome series and the birthday and anniversary series are the best way to get that done. So it all starts with triggers. So here's an example where someone may have been added to a list, or we added a contact tag. For this session, for instance, I may put a tag in there that you joined for my Score Utah event. They get added to a specific segment, or maybe it's an anniversary or birthday, or they clicked on a link in an email, or maybe they didn't do any clicking, maybe they abandoned the cart, maybe they placed an order. All of these things can happen automatically. Constant Contact integrates with WooCommerce and Shopify and many other softwares as well. You can set it up to have the email go out automatically. Wait a few minutes, a day, a week, a month. It's totally up to you. But it's all based on the goals of your campaign. Here are 8 different ways that you can use automation and AI in particular to build a following and get more results. You can have, in this example, maybe we have an event coming up. So we provide details on the event itself. We describe in the system who we want to have attend. Then we set up a time frame. Usually for events, it's 6 weeks out is best practice. But once we've done all of this and given AI the information that it needs to do a great job, we can make a lot of money using automation to do it for us. So the key here is we can have AI build an entire marketing campaign for us, where it'll build a landing page, it'll do an announcement of the event, it'll post on social media for us, it'll create reminders and SMS texts and emails and do that all for us automatically. We do have a few minutes, so I am going to do a quick demo. What I'd love for someone to do is put in the chat what type of business you're in, whether you're online, what kind of services you offer, and what the name of your business is. While I'm waiting for that to happen, let me just remind you that email marketing's return on investment is over $36 for every dollar you spend. It blows away any other marketing tool out there. Jose, I see you've put in beauty, body, and skincare salon. Sherry, I see you're in a consulting business. Give me a little bit more color, everybody, on what it is that you're doing. If you joined us late, here's a way to get a copy of the presentation. Go to kenisemail.com/get-the-deck. Constant Contact does all kinds of things. These are just a few. And if you'd like to, as I mentioned earlier, I've set up a 30-day free trial for you with no credit card needed. If you use this URL, and I dropped it in the chat as well, click the link. If you join me late, click the link. It'll be there. The window will be open for you when we finish up. If you sign up for the free trial, there's no credit card needed. You'll get a call from someone at Constant Contact that will just do a welcome call. They may say, hey, we have a special offer for you today. You don't need to do it. This is a totally free trial. All right, so let me go ahead and do a demo for you. Let me switch screens here. So give me just a sec. Let's go to this one here. And this is a live Constant Contact account. This is the one that I use for demonstration. Let me just check some of these things in the chat here. Okay, I got the folks that sent me info about their businesses. Awesome. I will use one of them, so stand by. You'll see which one it is. Does the trial start immediately? It does, Luke, but and you could wait, but I recommend you start it. And if you need more time, just send me an email and we'll get a new, we'll get either extended or set a new one up. Who got the deck location? Let me put this in for you, Yvette. And then we'll do the demo. There it is. As the SCORE folks have let you know, there'll be a copy of the slide deck. It doesn't have all the slides that I'm providing in the link that I've just dropped in the chat, but you're good to go either way. I mean, it won't hurt my feelings either way, whichever way you go. I'm here to provide information for you. I just want to be sure you get the most out of this session. All right, so let's create a campaign. If you're currently using Constant Contact, great. You may learn a couple of things that you didn't know were even in your account. And if you are totally unfamiliar with it, or if you're not using any service at all, this will be very helpful to you as well. So the way we start is they guide you with blue buttons. You can see all the things along the side here. There's lots and lots of things that you could do. They have a great brand kit that will, if you've got a website, it'll read your website and create an email template for you. Totally awesome. The AI in this tool is amazing. So let's go here. We have several options. We can have it build an entire campaign for us with just a couple of clicks. We can send an email. We're going to use that. We can have it create a social post for us automatically. I'm going to start. There are 400 different templates you can use. Just to keep life simple, I'm going to select a blank template. And here's the default subject line and pre-header. Of course, you're going to change this to make it what you want it to be. But as you can see here, it'll create subject lines for us. I haven't put any content in yet, but check this out. Within seconds, it created a few options for a subject line. I'm going to just create this one. You can see how it changed the subject line. And the pre-header, same thing. I'll just pick one at random here. And just like that, we have brand new subject line and pre-header. Let's drag a text box over. Everything is drag and drop. So we're going to go over here and add in a my logo. And let's see, where did I put that? Right here. So just with a click or two, we have the logo installed. We have some placeholder text, but maybe we want our email to be totally written by AI. Once again, this is free inside a Constant Contact account. So here's where I'm going to take some of the stuff from, let's see what we've got here. Furniture decor and interior design, NZM design in Centerville. So I'm going to copy that. Thank you, Manuel. And we're going to paste it here. And I'll just put this here and this here. And we'll say, you know what, give us an informative email. And I'll click create. And it's working some magic for us. And within just a few seconds, right there, we've already got the beginnings of an email. I'm just going to say, insert it. And just like that, we've got the beginnings of an email. Now, I like to put spaces in between for readability. You may choose to do something a little bit different with your campaign. But that quickly, we've got an email that's been written for us. I like to use a 16-point text, and then maybe we want to also add in an image. So let's do this. We'll just grab something from my existing library. We'll take, just for fun, let's put a pool thing, even though it has nothing to do with Manuel's business. But that quickly and that easily, we can have an email created for us. We also will have it be checked out and make sure that it's ready to go by going in. I'm going to go back to the edit function here. And we'll say, check this thing for errors. And it'll come back and it'll tell us, okay, the subject line's pretty good. It's just a note. The pre-header, maybe a little bit too long. It'll tell you everything that's right or wrong about that email. It is amazing how quickly and easily you can get a wonderful email campaign put together using this tool. So we just have a moment or two to finish up. I'm going to just say you can set up a free call with me. Go to kenisemail.com/call, and we'll answer all the questions you have. My name's Ken Countess. My company is kenisemail.com. You can call or text me at the number you see on screen. And with that, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot. Feel free to reach out to me at any time, and Janine, I'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. That was fantastic. We appreciate your time and everybody's attendance here. Thank you for spending an hour with us. Don't forget, this is a part one of a three-part series. Ryan Kohler next week is going to be talking about utilizing it in your recruitment efforts and HR efforts and that type of thing. He's also fantastic to listen to. So everyone have a wonderful week, and hopefully we'll see you back here next Wednesday. Thank you all.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for attending.